So you are aware that the pharmaceutical industry is very important for India. It's a priority for India. And you know that there are certain friction with the local industry as to the entrance of medicines produced in India to be sold in Argentina.
Y por otro lado, si la India tiene pensado alguna inversión en materia energética, el presidente de la petrolera argentina YPF estuvo en la India, hizo una gira importante y me gustaría saber si va a haber novedades, digamos, en el corto o mediano plazo de parte de la India o todavía no. Gracias.
Then I would like to know, if India is interested in investing in energy, the president of the largest Argentine oil company, YPF, made a tour to India. Therefore, I would like to know whether there are news about these investments to be made by India in the mid or short term.
Please. Sí. Curto, de punto.
Hello, I have two questions. But I would like to know this. Mr. Milei got out from the BRICS, and India uses the BRICS as a counterbalance for China, so it is very positive for you to be in BRICS. Did the president spoke about the benefits of being in or out of the BRICS? And the second question is, as much as I know from my experience, India has tried to sell airplanes and lots of materials or equipment in the defense area, but it couldn't because finally Argentina chose the United States, for example, now. And in the case of drones, for example, they are leaning to the Israelis, for example, and they have the talks now. So what specific areas are you speaking about now in defense area with Argentina? My name is Natasha Nievieski-Kviat. I am from Clarín newspaper.
Okay.
Le agrego sobre los temas que preguntó ella. En materia de medicamentos, si tienen previsto hacer acuerdos directamente con provincias y específicamente sobre el tema de YPF, si el fallo de la jueza Loreta Presca les pone algún freno al memorando que ya se firmó en enero de este año.
Okay.
I would like to build upon the question that has been raised before and about medicines. I would like to know whether there are some agreements with provinces.
Okay.
And then about YPF, I would like to know whether the ruling issued by Judge Presca would somehow stop the MOU that has been signed with Argentina.
Okay. One last question, please.
Sir, you spoke of critical lithium and critical minerals. I understand that there are existing concessions, granted to some Indian companies. Can we expect a few more as a result of today's discussions? Last.
Okay.
So just to add, very short question, that this visit of any Indian Prime Minister is happening after 15 years. So with 57 years. So with what aim this visit was scheduled, and has India and Argentina both have achieved the targets as far as the bilaterals between both the nations are concerned, sir?
Sir.
I'll try and address these in the order in which I understood it. Pharmaceuticals, yes, India has many strengths. We export to many markets around the world, including to Western markets. In fact, a number of Indian factories of pharmaceuticals have certifications by the WHO, GMP, good manufacturing practices, and a number of Indian medicines are accepted into the US market because of US FDA approvals for specific formulations and for specific production facilities. We export to Europe, and Argentina confirmed today to us, the Argentinian side, that the medicines that already have US FDA approval or EMA approval will be allowed to be directly imported into Argentina. We have a separate dialogue ongoing on how we would like to move from Category 2 to Category 1 or Annex 2 to Annex 1. For that, there is still some process compliance is required. But wherever we have FDA or EMA approval, we were told that the medicines can come directly into Argentina. On energy investments, we still have an MOU between YPF and two Indian companies, IOC and Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. We want to try and work on making investments in India, getting concessions on oil exploration and oil production. So this is an ongoing dialogue. We hope to be able to reach some conclusion and our investments can start in such a way that we can also enter production sharing agreements or in any other format that Argentina would like. Critical minerals, let me change the order a little bit. Argentina is a part of the lithium triangle. It is of great interest to us. We had two Indian public sector companies, Coal India Limited and also a consortium called Kabel, which is specifically tasked with picking up critical minerals assets outside India. They have signed 5 concession agreements and they are working on how to finalize investments and how to work out the implementation of the investments in such a way that minerals can be produced here, refined and taken to India for various purposes. I believe that there are 2 private sector companies also, one from India called Greenco and another Indian-owned company based in the UAE called World Metal Alloys, which is also invested in lithium concessions in Argentina. Hopefully, we will have more cooperation coming in the coming years. On BRICS, there was a very interesting question. I'm not sure I agree with your reasoning about why India entered BRICS, but let me try and limit myself to the fact that there was no discussion on BRICS between India and Argentina today. And therefore, the other points that you mentioned did not arise. Drones, yes, Israel has one of the most vibrant drone production, drone technology systems in the world. Our industry also collaborates extensively with Israel, but we use drones for a large number of reasons that I explained to you in my initial presentation. And the President clearly showed a lot of interest in the applications that we use for drones, especially for agriculture, animal husbandry, monitoring transmission lines, etc. And anything that led to an increase in productivity in economic activity was of great interest to President MEA. So he absorbed a lot of the uses that we have for drones in India very keenly and said he would like to understand more, and therefore a big business delegation will be going to India in the next couple of months, and they would be talking to startup founders in India and finding ways to use drones for various purposes. Defense cooperation areas, you spoke about I mentioned about helicopters and you wanted to know which are the other areas of interest. Argentina has a fleet of helicopters that need maintenance. We have a fair amount of experience in maintaining helicopters, and therefore we thought we could be of support in maintenance, repair, and overhauling of helicopters. We also have some technological platforms, but clearly our defense and security environment around India is very different from that of Argentina, and therefore, while we have offered a number of these platforms where we have strengths, we would very much go by Argentina's convenience on which platforms are of interest to them. That's about it. Yeah. Agreements with provinces? No, we haven't spoken about any agreements with provinces. But we would very much welcome any interest from the Argentinian side for any such initiative and then discuss it with our team.
Thank you, sir. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the close of this press briefing. Thank you very much for your presence.